Welcome to our National Day of Service Technical Assistance video. Congratulations on being awarded a National Day of Service grant to support your volunteer project on one of the National Days of Service in Ohio. We're excited to be able to provide funding to support your project, and we're excited to be able to promote your project on our statewide volunteer platform, Get Connected. Get Connected is the state's volunteer mobilization website, and we ask you to post your volunteer opportunities for your day of service on the site so we can promote it statewide to interested volunteers who want to give back on this day of service. There are opportunities to make your volunteer project private if you are not looking for additional volunteers, but we hope that you are, because our goal is to give as many opportunities for Ohioans to engage in volunteerism as possible. So here's what you do to post your opportunity. You'll go to Serve Ohio's Get Connected website, which is serveohio.galaxydigital.com. You'll want to create an account if you currently do not have an account. The way that you do that is you go to this page, the home page, and you'll scroll to this blue ribbon here that says, interested in posting volunteer opportunities, click here. What you'll want to do when you get to this page, you'll want to kind of ignore this information here. We're just going to go straight to the bottom, and it says, don't see your county listed, click here. You're going to click here to create an agency profile directly on our Get Connected site. There's a bit of information here that you will need to complete to create an agency profile. The agency profile is a profile that talks about your specific volunteer organization, your organization as a whole, and it's available to any organization that posts on Get Connected. So there is some information that we need to create an agency account. We need your organizational name, the email address of the primary contact for your organization, the address for your organization, the contact person, who really should be the contact person for your volunteer project. You can put additional emails here as well. So maybe your volunteer manager is going to be your primary contact for this account, but maybe you'll want your marketing manager to be notified if volunteers registered for your project as well. So you can put additional emails here that will also be notified if somebody registers for your volunteer project. There's an organizational email here. You can either retype the manager's email, or if you have an info@ type email address, you can add that there. The phone number for your organization, the causes that your organization stands for. So this would be your organization as a whole. You can select as many of these as are applicable. And that really helps to showcase what it is that your organization does. The hours of operation for your organization as a whole. What we do is really just telling potential volunteers the programs and services that you offer and what your organization stands for. And then this Who We Are box here is really just your organization's mission and vision. So short and sweet, what's your mission, what's your vision, so that a volunteer can see who your organization is and kind of what your mission is. You can put your Facebook link here, you can put a Twitter page here. This is for your organization's website. And there's a spot here to include a video. If your organization has a video, you can include that there. If not, that's totally fine. You can leave it off. And then you're going to click here to request an account. Serve Ohio does need to approve all requests for accounts before you can post your opportunity. We turn those around very quickly. It would be at most about 24 hours that we would approve your agency account. But we do that just to make sure to do a little bit of quality control to make sure that all of the agencies that are posted on the website are legitimate organizations. So that's how you create an account on Get Connected. If you already have an account, you would just go up to this page and you would log in. So I'm going to log in to my account so I can show you how to create your volunteer opportunity for your National Days of Service project. Okay, so this is Serve Ohio's page. When you create an account and you're approved for your organizational account, you'll log in and this is the page that you will see. This is all of the information that is uploaded when you create an account. It's automatically uploaded to this page, but you can update it at any time if you wanted to change the contact information or change maybe your descriptions of who you are and what you do. You can do all of that on this page. And this is what the default page is when you log into your account. If you want to see what your organizational page looks like on the front end of the system, you can hit this View tab. And this is what your organization page looks like. So it says, you know, that the information that you put in, who we are, what we do. We encourage you to include a logo, which you can do on that entry page when you log into your agency profile. And then your organization will have volunteer opportunities listed here. You have to create these opportunities, but once your opportunities are created, they're all listed here on your agency profile, as well as the contact information for your organization, the location of your organization, your website, your Facebook, your Twitter, etc. And again, this is all the information that you inputted when you created your agency account. So let's go back to our agency profile. So to create an opportunity, you want to go over to this Opportunities tab. Any volunteer opportunity that you have created will show up in this table here. Of course, if you have not completed an opportunity or created an opportunity on this page, this is going to be blank. But this is our test site, so we've got lots of different opportunities here listed. To create a brand new volunteer opportunity, you'll go over to this tab and say Create New Opportunity. And this is the information that you'll need to input to create an opportunity. You'll need a title, which should be fairly catchy so that it is something that folks want to get involved with. So maybe it's, you know, if you're planting a community garden, say, exercise your green thumb to create a community garden in X, Y, or Z community, or something like that. But just something that, you know, is fun. You want to put a description of the volunteer opportunity, and this is really what the volunteers will be doing on that day, and be as descriptive as possible so that volunteers know exactly what they've signed up for and what they can expect. Under privacy, you can mark your volunteer opportunity public or private. And this is again where if you have a very specific group of volunteers that you are engaging for your project and you do not have capacity for additional volunteers, you can mark your opportunity as private. But if you are open to having additional volunteers to sign up for your project, which we hope that you will, because we want to provide as many opportunities for Ohioans to get involved as possible, you'll want to leave that public here to be able to recruit additional volunteers. Under this initiative tab, you're going to select the initiative that matches your Day of Service grant. So in this case, this Day of Service is the 2021 MLK Day of Service. And so I'm going to select that. The reason that it's important to select an initiative is because this allows our system to group all volunteer opportunities associated with the 2021 MLK Day of Service under one link. And that is nice because it allows Serve Ohio to promote MLK Day and to promote volunteering on MLK Day with all opportunities across the state listed under one web page, under one link. So it's really important that you make sure to select the initiative that matches your day of service. The duration, you're going to select happens on because your project has a specific date and a specific start time and end time. Something I should mention here is that this system, Get Connected, can be used not just for days of service, but you can use this as your volunteer engagement mechanism for all of your volunteer opportunities. It's not something that is specific to just a volunteer project. You can promote any volunteer opportunities that you have. Maybe you're always looking for new mentors. Maybe you're always looking for new folks to answer your phone in your organization. So it can be used for any volunteer opportunity as possible. But if you just have a general volunteer opportunity, you would not put that opportunity under an initiative. Only put your volunteer project for your day of service under the initiative. So again, these are all different types of durations. Ongoing is something that it never expires, but happens on means it expires, it's on a specific date and time, and that's what you should select for this project. The date of the opportunity in this case is going to be January 18th of 2021, which is MLK Day. The registration close date is the date that you want to stop accepting new volunteers. So maybe I will accept them until the day of, so I'll do them until the 18th, and that's fine. Or if you want to know kind of the Friday before, you can select that, and that's when the project will close to new volunteers. So that's completely up to you. The capacity, this is the number of volunteers that you can accommodate for your project. So I'm going to say 50 here. But if you have, 10 or if you have 100, that's completely fine. Just make sure that, you can accommodate that number of volunteers with your project. The hours, this is the total number of hours. So in this case, it's going to be 3 hours. So my project is going to start at 9 o'clock a.m. and it will go to 12 o'clock p.m. Team registration, if I want to allow groups to register, so maybe this is a corporate group, or sometimes colleges will have specific groups that want to go out and volunteer together, or families might have a specific group. If you say yes to this, you are allowing people to register as a group. Since I have 50 volunteers that I can accommodate, I can definitely have groups register, so I'm going to say yes. But if you have a smaller project, you might not be able to accommodate a large group, so you can definitely select no there. The minimum age, whatever is the youngest that you can accommodate. I would recommend trying to be as inclusive as possible and engaging youth, because there are a lot of young people who are looking to volunteer and make a change in their community. But that's up to you, whatever your policies state for your organization. In this case, I'm going to say 16. And then maximum age, we don't have a maximum age here. Anybody is welcome, so I'm just going to leave that blank. And when this volunteer opportunity shows up, it's going to show up as and older here. So it'll say 16 and older. Family friendly, yes, I can accommodate a family, sure. Outdoors, I'll say yes on this. And then it'll ask me for what's the plan if it rains or if there's inclement weather. And I'll say, we'll email you prior to the project or something like that. Or maybe, you are going to have, maybe you already have a plan, a backup plan that you would just want to put here so the volunteers know exactly what to do if the weather does not hold up. Is it wheelchair accessible? Yes. And then additional attributes, you can put anything here that you want to stand out to the volunteers. So maybe you say wear layers because we're going to be outside. And maybe we're doing a gardening project, so we're going to say bring gardening gloves. You can add whatever you want to here, and you can add as many as you want. And again, these are just little bits of information that we want to kind of stand out to the volunteers when they see this opportunity. Is it virtual? Nope, it is not. We're going to do this in person. And so I'm going to put the address to the volunteer opportunity. And then skills and abilities. You know, whatever your type of project is, you can list the type of skills that would be helpful. This isn't something that would exclude anybody for not having skills, but it just helps for volunteers to know what kind of skills you're looking for. So I might put gardening since that's what we're going to do, and maybe I'll say skilled labor. I think that looks good here. And then I can add additional email addresses, again, for additional folks that you want to be notified when a volunteer registers. You can add their email address here. But if you're all set for whoever it is on your agency profile to get notified, then you can just turn this off. And then a waiver, if you have a waiver, maybe you have a youth waiver, you can upload that here. But if you don't, you just leave that blank. Let me just put a title in here. And then my description, for time's sake, I'm just going to say NA. So if we go down here, we can create this opportunity. And if I want to see what this opportunity looks like on the to a potential volunteer, the link is right here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste into a new tab. And you can see this is the initiative. So this is a 2021 MLK Day of Service. And if we scroll down, we'll see that this is the volunteer opportunity that we just created. I called it MLK Day, so this is the title. It's on January 18th from 9 to noon. We're looking for 50 people. The description, I put NA, but whatever it is that you put for your description will be listed here. And then again, these are these additional details. So, you know, 16 and older, family friendly, make sure to register by the 15th. It is outdoors. Here's the plan for inclement weather. Wheelchair accessible, and then the additional attributes that we added, wear layers and bring gardening gloves, those are listed there as well. So if somebody looks at this and they say, oh yeah, this looks great, they can click here to learn more about the your organization that's putting this volunteer project on. So they can learn more about that. And then if they decide that they want to volunteer, they're going to click here that says respond. Or if they've already created a team, they can click here and they can respond as a team for your project. Once they respond and they sign up for your volunteer opportunity, you will get an email with their name and contact information. And so they will also get an automatic email that gives a confirmation that they have registered for your project with the date and the time and the link to this page to refer back to. It's up to you to get in touch with them if you want to get in touch with them and say, hey, glad you're coming, and give them any additional details. Or you can get connected, just kind of do their automatic response that way as well. So let's go back here to this opportunities page, and you'll see that our MLK Day opportunity is now listed in our table. And I can edit the opportunity easily right here. I can look at this responses button, and that will, when I pull that up, anybody who has registered for this volunteer opportunity will be listed here. and I can export all of these responses into an Excel spreadsheet if I want to do that. I can add hours, so that is, I can confirm after the fact that volunteers did in fact show up. So it allows me to approve those hours for those volunteers. I can message everybody at once right from this site to give them additional information. And then this just hides responses for expired folks, which you probably will not need. And then if you want to just view the opportunity, you can view it here, and that shows you what the volunteer will see, the kind of the front end of the system. There are additional tools here that you can use. The stats. This is actually, if you use this site a lot, this will list every volunteer who's ever registered for your organization. So again, this system can be used not just for your day of service project, but you can use this for any volunteer opportunity to recruit volunteers. So these are all the volunteers who have signed up to register for a volunteer opportunity through Serve Ohio. And I can export these into an Excel spreadsheet if I want to. I can filter this by date. There's a lot of really good stuff that I can do with this information. Then there's a schedule here where you can actually see your different opportunities and on specific dates in the month. And you'll see that this opportunity is for data entry. There's one response. So I have one volunteer coming on this day, and I have two more spots for two more volunteers. So it's nice you kind of have a schedule here that you can see. And then time tracking, this is where you can also approve or deny volunteer hours based on who actually showed up to your project. So that is a nutshell of Get Connected. Hopefully I answered some of your questions about creating an account and posting your National Day of Service volunteer opportunity on the site. If you have additional questions or need additional assistance, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm Rebecca Vierhoff-Kiss, and you should have my email address and contact information from your grant correspondence. So again, congratulations on getting a grant. Thank you for engaging volunteers on your day of service. And please reach out if you have additional questions about your grant or about posting your volunteer opportunity on Get Connected. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.